What's up, y'all? It's Dr. David Roney. Hope everybody's doing well. Just parked. Today's May 1st. So I said a couple days ago, I am going to challenge myself to post a YouTube video a day. And I will do it in the style of Twitter with Just Parked. I was listening to Flirting with Models with Corey Hoffstein. That's his podcast, and Jason Buck is on. And I've had the chance to talk to Jason offline. He is a very interesting man. I am 100% boring compared to that guy. 100%. Super knowledgeable about a lot of different things. I'm just listening to him talk about his approach to investing in the cockroach portfolio. I'm not sure I personally... I grew up with cockroaches, right? I hate those things, man. There was one time... we had just gotten some Raisin Bran, right? And my brother pours the Raisin Bran. This is the reason why I don't like certain cereals, right? I'm still traumatized by it. My poor brother pours the Raisin Bran, and he goes to take a bite, and the raisin starts moving, bro. Okay, it's oh my God, I'm traumatized for the rest of life. When you grow up poor, there's certain things that happen, man. That was the thing that happened. So me personally, I turn an eye up every time I hear a cockroach portfolio, but I get what he's trying to say. A cockroach can survive a nuclear bomb, right? So this portfolio is supposed to survive a cataclysmic event. It's a really interesting conversation. He starts to talk about Harry Brown and Henry Brown, one or two. The permanent portfolio, which I need to go read that paper. I haven't read that paper. That's an interesting concept to think about. And it basically is diversifying across several different asset classes to provide sort of like a hedging type exposure to like a bad event. Which is an interesting concept. I think tail hedging is interesting. I don't like the concept of having to pay for the possibility that something's going to go wrong. But, I mean, we all have our things, right? Investing is an interesting concept overall. There's different approaches to it. It's how you sort of attack life, right? Everyone has a different approach to life. Just like we have different personalities, there's different ways to invest. If you're a boglehead or boglehead or however they want to pronounce it, or you're in a fire cult, those folks tend to think along the same thing. S&P 500 or total stock market index, or you go S&P 500, an international fund, and a bond fund. You mix that up somehow, right? And then you just put money in and never think about it ever again. Other people, I still believe in the market, even though sometimes I get very jaded because when I look around, I don't see a lot of alpha. And the alpha to me these days is in human behavior. Shout out to Jim O'Shaughnessy because that's his thing, is the last amount of alpha. And I get why he says it. But in general, investing is, you got to figure out which flavor of ice cream you like to have, right? But as you go along your investing journey, you sort of have to continue to think about what's going to be better for you and what's going to be better for your life. What can you sleep well with? The cockroach portfolio's whole goal is to protect your six. So I think people can sleep well with that, which is interesting. So I'm going to go read that paper. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. These videos will be short. The first 2 minutes of it will be on Twitter most likely. And then the rest of it, I'm going to try and keep them to around 5 to 10 minutes because I'm talking off the cuff of my brain, right? I have to... As I drive in, I think about concepts and I try and tie them to a life event. And so if you want to support me, great, cool, hit the subscribe button. If you don't want to support me, great, cool, you're still watching a video, but tell somebody else about it. But we'll just go over concepts about financial planning and investing and things of sort that regular people just need to know, right? Someone said on Twitter the other day that I lost reality in the fact that I am sort of doing better than what I was doing before. I'm no longer connected. Bro, that's the whole goal, right? The whole goal is to do better in life. I'm not supposed to stay in the same... I can't help people if I'm still living in poverty, right? Like, so you want me to do better, and you want me to explain these concepts and share the knowledge that I get so that other people can follow the same roadmap. I don't get that point. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. Talk to you later. Peace.